Hi guys, so I'm back with a new video and let's finally talk about 2024. So, as I said, I'm finally posting and telling you my most anticipated of this year, and I guess I'm just going to jump straight into it because I know how these videos work and I usually talk way too much and we have to go through 10 films, so let's get to it. So as per usual, obviously I have to keep in this list the films that didn't came out last year, that were in my most anticipated. Usually I mix them up because I'm still excited about them. But this year there are so many films being released. With the strike happening last year, a lot of the films were postponed to this year, besides the ones that were already scheduled to come out in 2024. So this time the films that didn't come out last year are at the bottom of my list. Unfortunately, I'm still excited about them, but the new ones I'm way more excited, unfortunately. So in my 10th spot, it's Horde, I think that's how you say it. It's the new Joseph Quinn film that it did come out last year, but only in film festivals. And I don't know, I have no idea when it is going to be released officially. And this was, I think, my most anticipated last year. This time it's at the bottom of my list, unfortunately, but I'm really curious because we haven't seen him in anything besides Stranger Things. I mean, he did a few other like little characters, but after he did Stranger Things, this is the thing that he did, and it's the one that were scheduled for us to see. But I think there are other projects with him in it that are going to come out before this one. One of them, it's also in my most anticipated list, but yeah, so that's what I have about it. The reason why I want to see it is Joseph Quinn, and that's enough for me. And in my 9th spot, it's a film that I don't even know if this is coming out anymore. I am really excited about it. I really want to see it, mainly after watching Chapelwaite, the series on HBO with Adrian Brody, that is based on the Stephen King book Salem's Lot, or Jerusalem's Lot, something like that. It's the Salem's Lot remake. The reason why I'm excited about this one, it's obviously Stephen King, but also Lewis Pullman, which is the son of Bill Pullman. And I really liked Lewis in Bad Times at El Royale. And I don't know, I think he fits in this world, and I don't even know which character he will play, but I just want to see this film. Like, we've been waiting for it for 3 years, I think, and as I said, I don't even know if this is coming out anymore. It's such a shame, but the thing is, we haven't heard anything about this film, so we don't even know if like the test screenings or anything were good. I have no idea why it's taking so long for this film to come out. I know initially it was because of the pandemic, but then I don't know what happened, and I'm still waiting for it to come out. Now, my number 8, I've already hinted at it, but it's another Joseph Quinn film, and it's A Quiet Place Day One, which is supposed to come out on June 28th. Yeah, I've been waiting for this one for a long time as well. And it's not only Joseph Quinn, it's also Alex Wolff, Lupita Nyong'o, and this being a Quiet Place film, I love the other two Quiet Place films. And even though this doesn't follow the same family and it's not directed by John Krasinski, I still have hope, and I think this will be a good one anyway. Yeah, I don't think they can really do wrong with this now, I think, franchise. And yeah, I'm really excited again to see Joseph Quinn in something else and something that it's also horror. So yeah, I think this will be a good one. Then number 7, this is a staple in my most anticipated lists since 2021. I've had this in my most anticipated. So it's the new Saw film, Saw 11, and it's basically just because it's Saw. It's supposed to come out on September 27th, and I'm excited because it's a Saw film. And even though Spiral wasn't the best, and we kind of lost hope on the franchise, the new one was pretty good, and I don't know where they'll take this new one, but yeah, it's a Saw film. I'm always going to be excited about a Saw film. It doesn't matter if it's really cheesy. I just want to see good traps, good gore. Yeah, I just want the vibe of the Saw films in a new one, and I just like seeing them on the big screen. Yeah, ever since Jigsaw, I got so happy that I got to see these films on a big screen, so I'll take anything. Number 6 on my list is another one that we've been waiting for a long time. However, unlike the Salem's Lot film, this one was never in my list, and this one also has a release date and it looks like it will come out, but it has been in the works for at least 2 years, I think. And I'm talking about Cuckoo, which is supposed to come out on September 26th. And this one, I'm excited because of the cast. Honestly, it has Hunter Schafer and Dan Stevens. And I've heard that this is a slasher. So yeah, I don't really know what it is about this film, because even though I do like this cast, and I sort of like slashers, neither of these things are my favorites, but something tells me this will be a good film. I don't know, I just have a vibe about it. I have a feeling about this film, so it is pretty high on my list. And it was higher, but ever since, like, I've switched this one so many times because there are so many films coming out that I'm really excited about. And I think most of these ones are horror, because it looks like 2024 is going to be really big for horror. But yeah, I'm really excited about all of this. So yeah. Number 5, it would have been higher in my list if the main star of this film didn't drop like last minute, drop out of the film. And I'm talking about The Wolfman, which is supposed to come out on October 25. And originally, this was supposed to be directed by Lee Whannell and starring Ryan Gosling, which would be perfect. I would love it, and it would be my number 1 most anticipated of the year if that was the case. However, since then, there were a few changes. They kept Ryan Gosling but switched the director, and Lee Whannell was still writing it. Right now, Lee Whannell is back directing and writing it, but Ryan Gosling dropped out of the film, and now the main star is Chris Abbott, which I still like him, but he's not Ryan Gosling, unfortunately, and I think Ryan Gosling would have been perfect for this role, and I just wanted to see Lionel work with Ryan Gosling. I would have loved that. Still, I'm pretty excited because it's Lionel and I love The Invisible Man. I love Lionel, obviously, and yeah, I'm excited to see a new film of his because he hasn't done anything, I think, since The Invisible Man, so I'm excited. Number 4, this might be a controversial one, but I'm really excited about the Crow remake. I love The Crow, and this new one stars Bill Skarsgård in the title role, like the main character. And personally, I think he's perfect for it. It might be controversial because I know people love the original, and yeah, with everything that happened with that film, might be a bit controversial, but I think Bill Skarsgård is going to be perfect in their role, and personally, I'm down for a remake of that film. It has been a few years, like I think it has been long enough for a remake, so I'm excited to see what they do, and regardless, I know Bill Skarsgård will be great. My number 3 wasn't originally in my list at all. I mean, it was, then it wasn't. And I just kept thinking about it, and I'm just really excited about that film. And I'm talking about Trap, which is supposed to come out in August 1st, like the 1st of August. And the reason why I'm excited about this is because it's the new M. Night Shyamalan. Like, as we saw, I think I have M. Night's new films in my most anticipated lists every single year. And I had to do the same this year. Not only that, but what we know about this film looks pretty interesting. Not only it's called Trap, so as you might assume, someone is trapped somewhere. And from what I've heard, this takes place in a concert, which looks really promising, like someone or a few people trapped in a concert. Looks interesting, and not only that, but it stars one of his daughters as like the singer, because she is a singer. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. We don't know a lot about it, but I think we know enough, or at least I know enough to be excited. So personally, this is enough for me. Now, my number 2 was yet another one that I didn't have in my most anticipated because I had no idea this was coming out. And since I've started working on my list, teasers of this film have been coming out, and the teasers are chilling. They are so creepy, and that made me instantly so excited about this film. I think this will be a good one, a creepy one, and I'm expecting good things. So I'm talking about Long Legs. As of now, we don't have a date, but Neon has been, as I said, putting out a few trailers. The first one is really creepy. The second one is just as creepy, but you have a bit of a vibe of what the film will look like. None of these teaser trailers give away anything about the film, which I love. And what we know about the film besides these trailers is that it stars Nicolas Cage, Micah Monroe, and it is directed by Oz Perkins. And if we know something about Oz Perkins is that at least the film will look amazing. So I'm not the biggest fan of Gretel and Hansel, but that film is gorgeous. However, I do love the Black Coat's Daughter, and that film is not only is also gorgeous, but it's so creepy. So I'm expecting something in the same vibe. And yeah, honestly, the teaser trailers are what made me so excited about this film. So if you haven't seen them, yeah, check them out because they are creepy and they don't give away anything. If anything, they'll make you so curious about the film. At least it's what I felt. So yeah, I will recommend the teaser trailers to get a vibe of the film. And yeah, I'm excited. And now my number one, this has always been in my list, but this fluctuated from like the fifth spot to the sixth spot to, but the more I thought about it, the more I just was excited. And like in the last couple of days, a full-on trailer came out for this film. The official name came out, and now it is my most anticipated film. I didn't even watch the full trailer. I just watched the beginning. I don't want to know. Knowing what this is about and who stars in it and who directs is enough for me. Like knowing the vague concept. So I'm talking about Abigail. Beforehand, this was just untitled monster movie by Radio Silence. Now we have the title. It's called Abigail. It's supposed to come out in April, 18th of April. And as I said, not only this is directed by Radio Silence, and I've become a really big fan ever since the Scream films, but it also stars Melissa Barrera and Dan Stevens. So yeah, and it's a vampires film. So I'm really curious, and ever since the whole thing with Scream, and not only these directors not being involved and what happened with Melissa Barrera, or should I say Melissa Barrera, because I think that's how you actually pronounce it. Yeah, ever since what happened with her, I'm just like, I'm gonna be rooting for her no matter what. And I actually think she's a really good actress, and I think she's like going to be really big. She already is, but she's going to be really big in a horror genre. So yeah, I'm excited about Abigail. I don't know much. I don't want to watch the trailer. So up until April, it's going to be a long way to try and avoid these trailers. So yeah, pray for me. But yeah, guys, these are my most anticipated of 2024. I'm sorry this is coming a bit later than I wanted to. Still, as I said, I think the first film that's coming out is actually Abigail, which is only coming out in April. So yeah, I think this is still on time. It's still January. There's not a lot of films coming out right now. But it's looking like a great year for movies and for horror specifically. So I'm excited. Let me know in the comments which ones are you excited about, like your top 5, your top 3. If you are excited about any of the ones that I've mentioned in this list, if I've mentioned any film that you weren't aware of. And yeah, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!